Okay, we're going to try a little bit of masking. I have a small baby quilt with some applique on it, and the customer wants no quilting over the applique. Quilt all set up. We are aligned sewing ahead to the program, and now we are ready to set up our edge to edge. We've selected the edge-to-edge tool, the 5 horizontal arrows, and we've selected on the right menu of edge-to-edge menu, we select trim and generate edge-to-edge. The generated pattern looks pretty good. It has a partial on the top and bottom and 2 full passes in the center. I don't like the gap there, so I'm going to take the row gap. As you can see, I'm reducing that by a little bit. Let it nest a little bit better so it has more of a continuous quilting pattern look to it. Now I'll hit update and I'll hit accept, and that will complete the generation of the edge-to-edge pattern. Setting up the edge-to-edge, all the pattern all across the quilt kind of gives us our canvas on which we're going to lay our masking over. I put the edge-to-edge on first so I can see where it would have sewn and kind of customize the masking to the stitching. I've zoomed in on the computer the area where the hand is here. So I'll just circle the hand so you can see where the sew head is. And now you can see it on the computer. So we can look at this stitching. The first step to the masking is to establish a closed figure using the push pins. The push pins, this turquoise with a thumbtack here. So we're going to go to the push pins, and our selections are connect while placing, we want that. Close when done, we want to close the figure, yes. We want to use the sew head, so we're not going to use mouse placement. By pushing the first push pin, you start, and I'm going to trim out most of this little flare into this star. So I'm looking at the quilt and the planned sewing. So we go make a closed figure into the star. I'm kind of undecided about these stars here, whether to trim them out, so I'm going to maybe trim half of them away. Now this loop here, I'm going to trim that away. I'll leave that star in place and trim the rest of that loop away. Alright, and on the computer I'll say done. So see, what you have now is a purple outline, and purple, the color purple, indicates that it is locked. Those blue push pin markers are a little distracting and we don't need them anymore, so I'm going to click remove all, and they're gone. Now you can see the purple line a little clearer. As I mentioned before, the purple color indicates it's locked. You can't select it, you can't sew it. We have to unlock it. So how do we unlock it? Go anywhere on the field and right click. This pop-up comes up and click Group Manager down at the bottom. This Group Manager window has a pull down here, and the default is oldest first. Change it to newest first. That way the last thing you did is up at the top. And this is this push pin pattern 1. See, it's locked. If we press there and change it to unlocked, close that window. Now you can see it's green, and we can select it
it'll turn the darker green, and we can use it just like a sew pattern. And now we can use this closed figure as a mask. Now it's selected. We'll go up to the mask menu button tool. It's the pink with the heart, with the masking around the heart. We'll click that, and we get the right hand menu area of the masking. Now I find this menu a little bit confusing. That's top section. We don't really need it now because we have our mask ready. There's other ways to generate the mask, and that's when you use that. But we can go straight to build. Now watch when it builds. When we click build, it's going to change color. It very briefly turns green and then purple. Now that's the mask, but it's not selected yet. When we click on it, it will turn red. Now it's a selected mask. We also have to select the sew pattern. We'll take the sew pattern here with this star and we'll select it. Notice it turns to dark green when I select that sew pattern. There. Now both mask and cell pattern are selected. Now I'll go over to the menu, make sure that inside is selected as the option, and I'll hit accept. Now you see it's taken that portion of the sew path away. Now what about this one up here? We missed it. It wasn't selected. So I select it and hit accept again, and the masking is complete. Now we exit the mask command by clicking on Stretchy Man, and when the mask is gone, we zoom in, we can see more clearly where it is chosen to sew. Remember, we selected continuous sew, so it needs to sew paths to get from one point to another. But we did not select sew all the way around, so it's only sewing part of the mask.
Notice how we had to pick both passes to take the masking and take the stitching away from that pass. If I would have joined those before we started masking, I could have picked the whole thing at once. I intended to do that, forgot to. But I'll show joining on another video. Make sure you got that. I'm going to do the masking on the other items, the boots and shorts, and then I'll show you how it comes out.
To review a mask, we have the mask here with the push pins. We'll remove the push pins. We see that it's purple. Right click, Group Manager, unlock. We can close this menu. It's turned green. Now we select it, dark green. Go to the mask menu. Build the mask. Turns blue. We select it. It turns red. We select, keep the mask selected, and select a sew path. And hit accept on the mask menu. And it takes that section away. Click the other sew path to select it. Hit accept again, and that sew path is masked.
Completed our first pass, actually first two passes, the half and the full, and let me show you how the masking came out. I think the glove here came out nice. We have the full star, kind of loop around. We had partial stars out here that I didn't complete, because this star definitely would have come down into the applique. And the ear, cut out part of the pattern that would have come through the ear. We didn't finish this because we're not in the sew zone. This is the end of the sew zone about here. And the shorts and the full shoe. Actually, we got a path right underneath between the two shoes, so I'm happy with that. This is part of a star that kind of made a sharp edge, but it's all in all not bad. And now it's time to advance the quilt and do the rest. This quilt is completed. I've all the masking around the applique. Didn't hit any applique whenever I was quilting, so that's good. I think what I learned when I was doing this one is to use more push pins to get a smoother sew line when it has to take the boundary of the masking. We set the setting so it didn't sew the whole boundary, but at some point it has to take some of the boundary. Like this boundary is a lot smoother than my first ones, so I used a lot of push pins there to establish that. But hope you can use those step-by-steps for how to create the region with the push pins, and then go to the masking menu, unlock it first, go to the masking menu, and mask the area. Thanks for watching. I hope this is a good, efficient reference for you, and you watch some more of my videos as I create them. I'm Scott from Creative Fabrics in Evansburg, PA, and thanks for watching.